Hello, iTalki teachers. Welcome. Let's talk about EAP. That is English for Academic Purposes. Recently, I have created a curriculum for EAP for some of my students. Today I'm going to share what I have in my curriculum. I'm going to give you some ideas of what you could put in your English for Academic Purposes curriculum. And of course, I'm going to talk about why you should consider having a curriculum for this in the first place. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and let's get going. So first of all, English for academic purposes may seem intimidating even for a teacher, but believe me, it's not as bad as it seems. A lot of the things are things that we do already. For me, as an IELTS preparation teacher, I was already familiar with looking at different linking transition words in essays. I was used to looking at formatting, for example, looking at topic sentences and argumentation in essays as well, giving examples, for instance. So this was a familiar world for me, and that's why I decided to develop a curriculum around it. But what really happened, and the reason why you should consider creating such a curriculum, is the fact that I had a student who was in one of my general English courses, and she's preparing to go to another country to study. And I realized at a certain point that I'm not teaching her what she really needs to know. I'm not teaching her what she really needs to learn in English. I mean, what relates to the lives of your students? That's what I asked myself. And I recognized that, of course, she needs more academic English. Not just the academic words list, but she actually needs to learn about some of the things that she will be doing in the academic domain. And this came like a revelation, because when I realized it, I was like, oh my gosh, of course, I need to develop a curriculum for EAP. So what did I do? Like, what does that mean, develop a curriculum? Like, it's so easy. Well, if you haven't already, check out my videos, which are related to creating a curriculum on iTalki. I walk you right the way through how I created my general English curriculum. But just in a nutshell, the first thing that I do is think of 5 topics for English for academic purposes. And that basically guides me, because each topic is going to be for its own specific lesson. So the first 5 topics that came to my mind were note-taking, summarizing, essay writing, referencing, and presentations. And maybe that will change as time goes on, but it doesn't matter. This is a start. This is English for academic purposes. So I thought of 5 ideas. I did a little bit of research to validate my ideas, and this is a start. I have a skeleton for my curriculum. And that's a tip for whatever you are making a curriculum for on iTalki. It could be for IELTS preparation. It could be for business English. It could be for a cultural course where you teach your students about your culture or your country. Whatever it may be, start with 5 topics that could kind of guide you through a short 5-lesson curriculum, and then you could focus on populating each one of those topics, each one of those lessons with some activities, and then after that you could add on to the curriculum, and maybe you could cut off certain topics that you don't find are so relevant. So this is what I started off with. These were my Fab 5, and so far they've been very useful and they've been great. So ever since I have created this course, I have recognized a lot of appreciation from my students. I've gotten great feedback. This is from a guy who had never created an EAP curriculum before. Right? So I hope that this is just a tip to other iTalki teachers, even if you don't feel like you are qualified to teach a certain topic, and sometimes you may not be. Certain topics may take a little bit more time to practice and to really polish your knowledge on the subject. But more often than not, you will actually learn a lot about the subject just from making a curriculum, or if you don't make a curriculum, it could just be a general rough plan of what you'll do in class. you will learn a lot about it and you will recognize it's not as tricky as it may seem, right? So that's just a little bit of a salute to all of you and a signal just to dive right in. And if you feel like you could help your students in a certain way, instead of shying away from it, look into it, do your research, and maybe you could actually create a mini little 5-lesson course just like I have done with EAP. Quickly before we finish up, some ideas for EAP: definitely to look at the academic words list and build their vocabulary in the academic domain. Aside from that, you could show them some essays. I've actually shown some of my students essays from my actual master's degree, just so that they could see some authentic, real essays in action. Take them onto Google Scholar, have them check out some databases. Another thing you could do is actually check out actual university programs and maybe task them with looking at the same program but in different universities, and to tell you which one they would prefer to take, which one is better for which reasons, right? So maybe here in Canada it would be to look at an English literature degree in University of British Columbia and the one in University of Toronto, and then they could report on which one they think is better, right? So these are just some different ideas, but of course, as time goes on, I'm going to learn more, and I'm sure you will learn more as you get more experience on iTalki. But I was just so excited to hop on here and let you know about this new development in my classes. So that is yet another tool that I could add to my toolbox, my repertoire as a teacher, and it feels great. Please share with me, have you gone through the same kind of experience with teaching a new, topic or a new type of English? And has it been difficult for you? Has it been intimidating? Has it been rewarding? I really hope it has. Also, if you have any ideas for academic-esque activities, throw them my way. I could really use them in my classes, and I'm sure some other iTalki teachers would appreciate them as well. If you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button, and until next time, keep smiling.